everybody, welcome to my kitchen in my nice apartment. I'm going to be making salmon Alfredo with spaghetti noodles. Now, although some people might be allergic to seafood, so your other option would be chicken or ground meat or veggie. These like sauteed mushrooms, but I'm putting some water in, probably like halfway, so I don't flood my apartment, resulting in neighbors coming after me for their insurance companies. And I have the salmon, and this is salmon Alfredo, and I'm going to boil the water, and I'm going to turn the fan on so that don't smoke the whole apartment up, and set up the smoke detectors. Let me open up my salmon pack, and then I'll probably. And this is Alfredo sauce. You can use any sauce you want, like marinara sauce or Alfredo, whatever you like. Doesn't really matter. Boiling the water for the spaghetti noodles. And I'm going to open up my pack of salmon. Again, it's up to you what you want to use. Putting the salmon in. Now, once you touch like meat, now make sure you wash your hands before you. Now I'm washing my hands because I touch my hands in the salmon. So, and make sure that. Now I'm going to keep it on the salmon. Get my spatula out so I can break the salmon down like I do with the hamburger by making spaghetti meatballs. Usually boil the noodles. I'll try to set it a little higher but don't want it set too high to smoke the whole apartment up. And I'm cooking the salmon, and let me shut this. And this is my stove top that I'm using to make the salmon Alfredo spaghetti noodles. Now, I know you can also add garlic bread, but I say not to because it's not good for my waistline. I taught myself, and my father taught me how to make spaghetti. My parents taught me how to make spaghetti when I was little, and I came up with the recipe myself. It's like a healthier version of spaghetti with the omegas, without all that fattening meat, and then replace it with omega-3s. And this is like, I know some people. This is like the healthier version of spaghetti without all that oil and fat. Some people might be allergic to. You can use whatever meat or vegetables you want if you're allergic to salmon or seafood. I do like to cook. Partly on my own means cooking my own meals. I can't just eat peanut butter jelly 24/7. I have to have a variety. Yes, I do. Try those two, and I try to make my own. But I try at least learn how to. Partly my own means I have to cook my own meals. I don't want to be eating out too much, and I can't just live on peanut butter jelly 24/7. And now that I've cooked up the salmon, properly, and I should not see any and with salmon, you have to salmon and other meats, you have to cook it to an external temperature of 165 degrees. And this is like because if Dylan and Megan can show me how to make dishes, then I might as well step up to the plate and show everybody how to make my famous salmon Alfredo. And I try to at least give, because I'm not going to be I'm not going to just sit back and watch how I else make it when I'm capable of cooking. I get to try new foods and I get more independence. I don't starve myself, and if I'm going to live on my own, I might as well cook my own meals. I can't just eat out 24/7, but I do not have the right to just live on sandwiches 24/7, or when it's cooked properly, like you don't see any pink because you have to cook it to a proper temperature. You can't just cook it for a few minutes and then and just neglect it. That's not what professional chefs do on TV.
I suppose with practice, having made this before, you kind of see with your eyes what really works.
Yes.
Have you ever tried it and it didn't? Well, gee, that didn't turn out so well. Let me try it again.
Kinda, like when I was making pancakes and for breakfast in the morning, and I didn't like the way and I kind of butchered up the pancakes where it looked like a bunch of melted crayons blended together and cooked.
Did your dad like to cook?
Yes, and so does my mother. I have the bacon loaf, which I probably have in my fridge, but due to time constraints, I don't want because I'm trying to cook the salmon Alfredo. Oh, I'm afraid I'll have to postpone for another time. Let me get my colander because I neglected to get that out when I'm cooking. And this is my colander, where to drain the spaghetti noodles. And once the water boils a little more, then I'll put the spaghetti noodles in. But right now it's somewhat boiling. But once it completely boils, because I don't want to put them in too soon because that'll cause them to get undercooked. Now I'm putting the spaghetti noodles in. Like that. And this is where, and I'll probably put a lid on this so to let the salmon Alfredo sauce cook and simmer, so it doesn't splatter all over the kitchen. And I have a pasta salad, the tuna pasta salad that I made on Thursday night. The garlic powder. Let me get my garlic and some Italian seasoning. Italian seasoning, then your other spices you can try, like then I'm putting garlic powder on. Kind of gets a little taste. This were from Italy, like the ones. Oh, now let my spaghetti noodles boil. So,
what are some of your favorite things to cook?
I'll make salmon Alfredo, spaghetti meatballs.
You really like pasta.
Yes, and I'll also make the bacon loaf,
When you-
pumpkin pie, or recently been experienced from chocolate pudding pie. And I'll make, for breakfast, I'll do a breakfast quesadilla, waffles, pancakes, eggs. And I'll probably make pizza, put pizza in the oven.
When you have guests over, what do you like to cook?
I usually cook either spaghetti meatballs or biscuits and gravy. I'll go check on the spaghetti, do like a taste test. I mean, when I cook, I try to at least have guests over, including my mother, some friends.
How does it taste?
Very good when dishwasher. And I also have a strict rule when it comes to food medications. If any food medications land on the floor, regardless of where the Jimmy John's at, they go straight to the rubbish. I don't believe in a 5-second rule, 10-second rule. It's disgusting, and any food or medications that land on the floor, regardless of that, kind of is not safe. It's not safe to eat or consume. Drain the spaghetti noodles. And there you are. Well, when you lift up pots, I usually try to at least wear oven mitts so I don't burn my hands when I'm lifting pots and pans or anything that have been in the oven or in the stove top. Alright, I'm going to do a quick taste.
No, plate it first.
I'm going to plate this. There's like some sort of tongs, but I could also use these.
Or a fork.
I'll try the fork. Okay. I'm putting some Alfredos. I'm plating the salmon Alfredo with spaghetti noodles. And now I'm going to do a taste test. Let me get my silverware, because it would be rude and obscene for me to be eating with my hands.
What do you think?
This is salmon Alfredo with spaghetti noodles.